green flag is out at the land of the rising sun at Twin Ring Motegi for the Pokemon Trading Card Game 300. Mason Wood started on the pole, and we've been to this track every season of the NASCAR Pokemon Cup Series race. Right off the bat, however, the very first lap, Austin Mongold would get a pass on the 44th Mason Wood, and he would take the lead, but then the 5 of Zachary Chambers right here takes it away from the 21 of Mongold, so the pole setter not off to a great start today at Twin Ring, as Wood is shuffled down to about 4th. Yep, he shuffled to 4th, and the 5 of Chambers led the first lap. The next lap, we would have our first caution of the race as Aaron Frank spun out in a big wreck with Dan Coffey, Roman Rahal, Chris Washer near the start-finish line. And another wreck happened as well. Sean Harple gets stumped by Austin Talley. Here's another awesome view of the Harple spin, as a little speck of dust there, but Harple spun out on the first caution. The second caution would come out 5 laps later as Leah Walker would spin out in the 92 by the 93 of Trevor Gelfie, and well, she would hold up most of the pack. However, after that, Joshua Balkin would just make a traffic jam out of the pack, and he got spun in the middle of the traffic and in the corner. Chambers led to the restart, by the way. Speaking of Chambers, he tries to slow down, but wow, he gets hit by Webster's Zingarde racing back to the caution, but it wouldn't affect him at all, or would it? He would still be okay from the looks of it on lap 14 on the restart, but then he'd have to come down pit road. Wow, Webster's Zingarde, he got hit from him, and he has to pit because of the damage he suffered from the caution, racing back to the caution earlier. And with 16 laps to go, that'll take the 5 out of contention for the win. A few laps later, after Matt McIntyre took the lead, the 9 of Michael Walton would take it away from him, as he would get the lead on his own with less than half a race to go. And the 9 of Walton would take the lead away from the 25, but moments later, the 25 would lose second over to Mason Wood, and he would even lose third to Daniel Voiles. The 25 dropping like a rock since leading at the restart. But then the 36 of Voiles sought revenge, battled for second against the 44 Mason Wood, and he actually got a bit of a run against the 9 of Michael Walton. He actually got a run of the leader, and Voiles would take the second spot away from Wood. Collins would try to get third away from the 44, dropping McIntyre down to 5th. And then Collins made his run of terror continue as he is battling for second, and he gets second place from 36. And now Collins is closing in on the 9 of Michael Walton. Even with the side-by-side battles for second, drivers have been closing in on the leader. It looks like Walton's been beginning to lose his grip. And the 33 Austin LaPlante would join in the mix just a couple laps later with just 10 laps to go, as he would take the second spot away. Now he's closing in on the 9, so a lot of battles in the top 5, even though there weren't a lot of battles for the lead. But this was one of them for the first time in a while, as LaPlante went on to take the lead away from Michael Walton. Walton scrapes the wall, and that allows LaPlante to take the lead with 8 laps to go. Nicholas Guerrero trying to follow suit for second. He got second, and he would get the lead on the next lap, passing the 33 of Austin LaPlante. As you see, Jordan Davis now added to the mix right now. Guerrero would clear the 33 and would take the lead with just 7 laps to go. And then, guess what? Just 2 laps later, LaPlante would retaliate with just 5 laps to go and take the lead for his own. Retake the lead again from the 55, so it's 33, 55, 44 in the top 3. And the 88, by the way, is actually in the top 5, so we have the double-digit numbers. Taking over the top 5 today, the only lone standout was Kyle Collins in 4th and number 17. 4 laps to go at this point. The next caution would end the race, and it looks like Wood has just taken second away from Guerrera. Makes it 33, 44, 55, 1-2. Here we go though, Mason Wood gonna try to take the lead from LaPlante to 33. The caution comes out, the race will end under caution. Wood trying to get a run, but LaPlante will hold him off to the line. With just 3 laps to go, the race will end under caution. Here is that caution as Joshua Balkin, a hard hit on the final corner with Benjamin Miles. He actually goes for a couple barrel rolls. Dan Coffey and Aaron Frank also held up on the track as well. Here's Coffey's view. He gets sidetracked on the back by Balkin. And here's Frank's view in the 7th. Frank gets dumped by, I think, Mark Riggleman it was, on his way to pit road. They were starting up pit stops before the caution came out. But then pit stops would come in, and the leaders, including LaPlante and Wood, would have to pit under the caution, even with just a few laps to go. A tough break for them. It looked like LaPlante was going to win again, but Cody Hagan went on to stay out, take the lead under caution. I think he was one of the early pitters who pitted under the green flag, and it would ultimately pay off. He did not need to come down during the white flag, checkered flag lap. Coming off the final corner, Cody Hagan gets his first career NASCAR Pokemon Cup Series win at the Pokemon Trading Card Game 300 at Twin Ring Motegi. Looked like it was going to be a wild finish. It was going to be a LaPlante win, but pit stops, they had a pit with just a few laps left under caution, and Cody Hagan on to steal a win away. Mongol, Davis, McIntyre, Collins make up the top 5. Bernash, Guerrera, Bishop, Hawkins, and Walton make up the top 10. Mason Wood went from the pole all the way to 28th and earned the Heartbreak Award. And speaking of Austin LaPlante, he finished in 27th. Actually, the first driver a lap down, as you see Wood actually finished just a position behind Austin LaPlante. And the rest of the field, Balkin, who flipped them upside down, finished in 42nd. That was a short race, but we're going to have a long race coming up. 2 races, in fact, in the same track. The Levi Stadium 249 from Levi Strauss Speedway. See you at Levi's.